YouTube. So I'm gonna hit the go live.
Cynthia, how many can you have on your account?
I upgraded to I can have 500.
Whoa.
Right.
Whoa.
I'm just going to be clicking the whole time then.
I know. So we are live over on the YouTube. So everybody say aloha.
Aloha.
Scroll through the different screens. Okay, and if I'm on your screen, you can wave. Just wave the whole time. Hold up your uke. How about that? Show everybody your uke. How about that?
I got a new one.
Scrolling all the
Let's go.
Oh,
This is
Cynthia,
awesome.
I have a question.
Put it on
I
chromatic.
don't have the notebook downloaded. I'm supposed to download a notebook
That's
or something?
okay.
Is that
We'll
okay?
be sharing music on the screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello from San
All
Jose.
right, just let you know.
Hey.
Okay, we have 122 people in the Zoom room right now. We have 31 watching online. Hello, everyone who's online on the YouTube. How about we mute everyone now? So if Terry, if you don't mind managing that, we should, yeah. We will get started with our fingerpicking boot camp, just so that we can dive into some teaching right from the start, and then we will break out into some smaller groups so that we can introduce ourselves and everybody can meet a few fellow patrons. Yes, so. All right, so I will also, I want to make sure I can pin my video here. That's what I'm trying to do. Is that working? I think it'll work. Now everybody's muted. Now you're just hearing me. Is that right? Okay.
What's your question?
I'm not seeing you, Cynthia.
Oh, is it not focused on me?
If you go up to the right,
I think people might have to individually
gallery.
Okay, so I'm gonna pin my own for online, right? So
I think you should be able to spotlight it. Spotlight works on your end rather than pin.
Got you.
That's good.
Okay. Yeah. So let me spotlight myself. And is that working? For some reason, I'm not spotlighting myself.
That choice should either come down in your, the little 3 dots that's in your picture box, or in the participant box. You're the host, and there should be a drop-down menu there that will allow you to spotlight yourself.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm not seeing that right now.
Okay.
It's also, if everyone chooses the view thing, they can go to speaker view, which means, Cynthia, if you're the only one speaking, they will only see you.
Okay. Yeah. And then maybe one of my co-hosts can
there
help
you
spotlight me. Yeah. Oh, great. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. So we are working on our finger picking boot camp. Let me just say hello while I'm on the screen. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this is our January live lesson, which is a finger picking boot camp. And the very special part of it is that we are trying to organize on Zoom as well so that people can meet each other live. So if you are watching live on the YouTube and you want to give it a try, you can go back to the Patreon post and find our Zoom link. We have 142 people in the Zoom right now. Yes! I upgraded to the next level from 100 participants, and the next level is 500. So we have room. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to my split screen now so that you can all see the music. And so in the Patreon post, there is a packet of music, and so you will be able to download it and follow along with your own music if you prefer. Yep. Okay. I can see that the music is not super clear over on the on YouTube. So for friends, if you can't see it clearly, then please download it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. The password for the Zoom is Fingerpick, and it's lowercase. So if you capitalized it, then maybe it didn't work for you. Yeah? Okay. Because I see somebody's trying to use it. Yes.
Yeah, the music is blurry here on Zoom as well.
It is?
I actually can't read any of the chords.
Oh, okay. Then maybe Jenny, you can
share it?
Oh, yes. Maybe Jenny, you can share it, and we'll just put me in the corner here.
Yeah,
or we'll have to alternate between me sharing it and not sharing it. Yeah, I think John made the comment. Here, I'll go back to my window. John made the comment that that maybe all of the video is making the quality drop. Oh no, that the quality dropped when I went to the split screen. Okay, that's because I'm using an external camera service to split the screen. So, okay, so let's just stick with the split screen, the regular Zoom music viewer. Yep. So we'll just switch back and forth. Thank you, Jenny, for managing that. All right. So if we can full screen this music as much as possible, how does that work?
That's great.
Yeah.
Looks clear now.
Okay, great. All right. Awesome. So let's, I'll play through the song first, and then we will talk a little bit about the finger picking techniques that are the basics of finger picking. Yeah. Okay. So actually, what we'll do first is a single strum through the song. So yeah, Jenny, if you could scroll up. And yeah, I think that's good for now. Maybe keep the chords on the screen while we play through the first part of it. Yeah? Okay. So just so that everyone has a place to get started, you can strum along. You can do an island strum, or you can just do a single strum. But this song is great for learning because it's slow, and it also plays the same chord over and over. So this is White Sandy Beach, which a lot of people know from Brother Is, and I just released this play along as a music video on my YouTube. Definitely check it out. If anything, it's a 3-minute escape to the beach because we shot it right here at Waimanalo Beach on Oahu. Yeah. All right. So let's just single strum or island strum, whatever you prefer. And then we'll start it on G. Because we want to learn the chords before we finger pick, all right? All right, here we go. Let's sing. I saw you in my dream. We were walking hand in hand on a white sea, C minor, White Sandy Beach, back to G of Hawaii, D7. We were playing in the sun. We were having so much fun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii, D7. The sound of the ocean sea soothes my restless soul. The sound of the ocean rocks me all night long. And Jenny, we don't need to scroll, we'll just stop after the verse. These hot long summer days, lying there in the sun, see on a white C minor sandy beach. Okay, so we'll pause there. Okay, and just take a look at the top there. It says the finger picking pattern is 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is kind of my own finger picking notation. But we'll talk more about that. All right, Jenny, if you could stop sharing the screen and we'll go back to the video. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. Put some hands in the air for Jenny for helping to manage on the packet. Oh, that's so cute. Thank you. Okay. So, this is an important part of actually finger picking is making sure that you press down on the chords on the left hand hard enough that you get clear tone on the right hand. Yep. So let's first talk about my finger picking notation. I like to give each finger a number. So the thumb is 1, index 2, middle finger 3, ring finger 4, and then you have 4 fingers and you have 4 strings. So I put my thumb on top of the G string, my index, my 2 under the C, and then the 3 and the 4 go under the E and A. All right, and you want a nice amount of tension from your fingertip to each string. Okay, so before you even pluck, what I like to have people to do is just go under the string and tug on it with their finger so that you're not instantly just like flicking your finger off. Make sure that you have some tension on the underside between your fingertip and the string. You can see that. I'm pulling up on the string quite a lot, and you could do that with each individual finger, okay? Okay, so you want to get a nice amount of tension on each finger, and that's what finger picking tone is all about, the contact of your finger to the string. So you want to start right on the string. Some people kind of flick their finger across the string. You're not going to get a really good contact that way. You want to start with your finger right on the string, and then you can kind of adjust the angle of how you're contacting that string and see how that affects the tone. Yeah, so try that with each finger, with your thumb and then your 2, 3, 4 fingers, right? That if you adjust how your finger catches the string, that's going to affect the tone. Yeah. All right. Okay, so play with that. Before you start trying with chords, play on the open strings and make sure that you can get a nice tone from your finger, right? Pulling against the open string. You should be able to get some nice clear tone. Then when we go to the first chord, like G, yeah? Now, when you pluck each individual string, the thumb should sound the same. And I'm playing a low G here. Don't worry, if you have a high G, it's going to sound an octave higher. But the idea is just the clear tone. The thumb should be the same. Now, when you go to your index finger, the clarity of this tone depends on how tightly your chording hand, your left hand, is pushing down on that string. And I guarantee for most of you, you could push harder, right? If you take your right hand over to your left hand, push down on that index finger, pushing on the C string, you can, if you push hard, you'll feel it, right? You're going to feel that groove going into your fingertip. And I always like to show my beginner students, like, you can see my calluses, you can see the grooves and the tips of my fingers. I finger pick a lot. I play a lot of ukulele. The tips of my fingers are like plastic. If you touch them, they have no feeling at all. It's all callus. And really that makes it easier to play, but it is just an effect. It's like dancers, like modern dancers dance barefoot, like their feet are callousy. Hula dancers, same, right? If you dance barefoot, then that's what's going to happen. If you play a string instrument, that's what's going to happen to the tip of your fingers, and it makes it easier to play. Okay. So then, as we go back to picking our individual strings, right? On your G chord, if you are picking, right, that same tension with the right hand, right finger, right index finger on that string, you should be able to get nice tone. Now, if with your left hand you let go of the string, right, you just touch it lightly, you're not going to get that tone. You need that string pressed against the fretboard to get a nice clear tone. And now try that with each of the other strings, right? On the E string, you got to push hard with that ring finger. A lot of people don't have a very strong ring finger, so that's something to work on. Okay? And then with your middle finger, okay, but the place to start is really getting a nice, clear tone on each individual string. All right. So let's pick that G all together, and I say 1, 2, 3, 4, meaning you're going down the strings, thumb, index, middle, ring. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll see online other people like number the strings in a reverse order. It can be confusing, but just for my finger picking world, we'll stick with this method, yeah? So let's together play very slowly, 1, 2, 3, 4, and your focus is clarity, right? Your focus is making sure that your left hand is pressing hard enough and your right hand fingertip gets a good contact with the string. All right, here we go. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Start with your finger on the string, okay? Your finger's already on the string, and then you pluck. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you need, you can think of your fingers going back to home base, resting on each string. And that's often what I do when I'm finger picking, is that I kind of hover my hand over the strings as their home base. Yeah. And if you want, some people like to pick over the sound hole because it gives them more space, but you can pick over the fretboard if you like. So practice that a little bit, the G. Try to find the clarity in that, and then you can move to the other chords in the song, the C minor, because each different chord requires your left hand to press in a different way, and which creates a different contact for your right hand, I mean, the way we make these notes is just the tension that we create with the left hand that shortens the string vibration, yeah? Okay, so practice that a little bit, and I'm going to look at some chat questions. I am going to, okay, put this over here. There we go. This is such an interesting new world, isn't it? So I saw a chat question on YouTube, explain how long the nails should be for finger picking. I mean, so there's like a flamenco style where people really like having the long nails. It allows you to really use the nail as a pick, right? Like a finger pick. I have I started out finger picking more that way because I came from guitar. But in the past couple years, I have moved to picking only with the fleshy part of my fingertip. And I think that gives you a better tone. It also kind of depends on what strings you have, if you have harder or softer strings, and it then becomes, a matter of preference. But I think it's better to have shorter nails and be able to use your fingertips reliably. If you prefer the sound of having fingernails, you can try that, grow out your nails. And a lot of ukulele players actually like get manicures and have gel tips and have their fingertips at the fingernails at like a very specific length that optimizes their playing. So it is a matter of choice. But if you have super long nails, they will get in the way. Yep. Okay. And let me see if I see any other messages that are easy to tackle. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. It says we have 163 here now. That's so great. I mean, it might even be more. Okay, we'll talk about the D7. Okay. Yes. How do you prevent the low G from resonating too much? I actually like it. I like having that bit of droning sound. So it doesn't bother me. I mean, of course, it depends on the song. If it doesn't fit with the song, then probably you would change your chord shape so it's not ringing out. And then for the D7, oh, this is a good question. Okay, so Suzanne is asking, the E string is dull when you play the D7. Okay, so let's try this. For everybody, you go to your bar D7. So you're going to take your index finger, lay it across the second fret, and then I would take my middle finger, stack it on top. Yep, so you get 2 layers of pressing those strings in. Yep, and then add your ring finger for the D7, okay? So we're going to pluck all of them. It does take time to kind of build up that hand strength so that you're squeezing pretty tightly. It's maybe less of a squeeze and more of a pull. Think of it as you pulling your barred fingers into the fretboard. Does that make sense? So instead of you squeezing, you are pulling back against the fretboard. All right, and now we're gonna pluck. And so what happens with that E string is that because it's under the middle of your finger, yep, that middle part of the finger can raise a little bit. And what I like to do to target it, right? So if you intentionally kind of raise your finger, right, it probably sounds like that, right? Where there's like a little space here under the middle of your finger. Take your middle finger and press it into that space. Yep, I'm using my middle finger as a supplement to just to problem solve for right now. So press it into that space. Does that make sense? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so good. And then Suzanne said pulling helps as well. Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's go back to the song, the music. I think Jenny made, there's a question about resting the pinky on the body. I do that. And, I think it's a perfectly fine place to rest the fingers. Like rest the pinky on the body as you are picking with your other 4 fingers. And, I come from a guitar finger picking world, and so I got used to doing that because guitar is such, more unwieldy instrument to play. The strings are so much harder to play, so you need that leverage. The one thing I would say to watch out for is if you are pushing too much with your pinky. Sometimes people say their pinky hurts because they're pushing too much into it. So then what you want to do is lighten up and see if you can just float the fingers above. But resting the pinky is, I think, perfectly fine if you're, especially if it's like supporting you, anchoring your hand in place. Yep. Okay, let's go back to the song and thank you, Jenny. And we will play through the beginning of the song. And again, this is boot camp, so we're not spending a ton of time on each song. I want us to be able to get through different finger picking patterns and techniques. But this, I think, I really wanted to cover these basics in terms of right hand and left hand technique and finding the clarity in the tone of your finger picking, because you can take that into any pattern that you try and any song that you want to play. So even if you just sit on your couch and pick like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's a really good way to practice. Okay, so we're going to play, let's play the first verse of this song at a nice slow pace, just to focus on clarity, and then we will play the whole song at a faster pace, okay? So, but really, really nice and slow. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. On the G, everybody, 1, 2, 3, and focus on clarity of tone on each note. It's something that I still watch out for whenever I practice. Okay. We're gonna have to sing very slow, but that's okay. Here we go. I saw you in, maybe that's too slow. My dream. Maybe we'll just pick halftime and we'll sing. Okay, here we go. Same pace, but we'll just sing double time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we'll sing here. I saw you in my dream. We were walking hand in hand. C on a white, C minor, sandy beach. G of Hawaii. Now go to the bar really quick, right? You got to get there fast. We were playing in the sun. We were having so much fun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. Okay, so we'll pause there and move to our regular tempo, okay? So if you're a super beginner on finger picking and you can get more clarity playing that way, which we'll call like half time, half speed, right? You can do that. But in my play along version and in the way I performed this song, I play 2 of those patterns per chord. I saw you in. So let's try a playthrough at that speed and still try to focus on the clarity, but I think you should be able to compare this to what you just played. Does playing faster then, does it disrupt the clarity, right? Do you find yourself skimming past the notes a little bit with your fingers? So then try to slow it down enough to where you can get that clarity. Okay, so we'll try it with the regular speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, still try to get that tone. We'll sing from the top. I saw you in my the bar chord fast. There you go. We were playing in the sun. We were having so much fun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. And now, yeah, those chord changes are important. D7, the sound of the ocean soothes my restless soul. The sound of the ocean rocks me all night long. Gee, those hot long summer days, lying there in the sun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. Okay, we'll just pause there. And you might notice actually for the last chord in the video version, I actually strum it the reverse from high note to low note. I strum from the A string back down to my low G string. Yeah. Jenny, we'll go ahead and we can close the chord chart there. We'll move on to the next song. Yeah? So if you want to be fancy, the last chord that I play, just to emphasize that low G, right? Because we're in the key of G, I strum it back from here. Yeah. And you want to make sure you get a nice full sound catching each of those strings. Okay, so this is where we're starting. We'll go to the next song, which is Leaving on a Jet Plane. Oh, okay. Yeah, Jenny suggested doing a side-by-side screen. I don't know if this will translate on over on YouTube. I'm taking a look now, but I guess it's something that we can all do if we want. That there's a sidebar that allows you, to you could drag the little bar so that you could see me side by side with the music if you like. Yep. Okay. Wendy is saying in arranging, do you change the picking pattern for different sections or always stay consistent? And that's a matter of choice. For these kind of, teaching songs, I just like to stay consistent with it so that it's easier to learn. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Bruce is saying on the YouTube that he can't get in, but I put the password is Fingerpick. So if you could get to the Zoom meeting and then try that passcode, all lowercase, Fingerpick. Try to get in. And it does say, oh, Janet said something about having the updated Zoom. So thank you for adding that. Okay. Okay, and then John is saying on the YouTube, I play the D chord and then add the pinky finger on the A string. Okay, yeah, you can do that if you like. Okay, so for Leaving on a Jet Plane, you can see that the finger picking version I have at the top there is the pattern. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, and I say it in that rhythm because that's how we're going to play. Yeah. So maybe many of you, Jenny, you can zoom in, maybe just zoom it bigger. Yeah, so that we can just see. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, we can just scroll and cut off the title, keep the chords there, but just have the verse and chorus. Yeah, we'll just play this much of the song because I think that's all we'll need. Yeah. So many of you have probably already played this song. Strumming because it's nice and easy, but I do offer a finger picking variation. So let's first we'll do a little strum through. You can island strum, you can single strum, whatever you like, just getting used to the chords, because again, finger picking clarity really does depend on those left hand chording fingers being really nice and tight. Okay, so I'll single strum and we'll sing here. All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing there outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blown his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could cry. Okay? And the nice thing about the song is that the chorus is the exact same chord pattern. All right, let's just play through. Why not? So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Okay, so the pattern that I like to do for this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. Okay. Jenny, could we switch back to a close-up? We'll just call it the close-up, yeah? Oh, no, close-up meaning of, the music should stay the same, but close-up meaning on me, if that's okay. Should I just say switch back to me? It feels strange to say. Okay. So the pattern is 1, 2, 3, 4, which is the same as what we just played for White Sandy Beach. 1, 2, 3, 4, but with a bit of a swing. We're kind of skipping the rhythm. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if you want, you add this last little tag, 3, 2, 3. And that can be difficult to play because you got to catch the strings with like on the underside, 3, 2, 3. And because of the speed and because of the angle, I find that people skim those notes a lot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. Yeah. So give that a try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. All right. And then you could try that on the C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. All right. So let's just try G and C back and forth. Okay. If the 3, 2, 3 gets in your way, right? If you find it, you start falling behind because of it, focus on the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then find the timing, the pacing for the 3, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. 2, 3. On the G, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3. G, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3. C, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Because that 3, 2, 3, right, picks up right into the next chord. So you got to be ready for it. Same thing. 2, 3, 4, G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, C. Back to G. And C. You could focus on the 1, 2, 3, 4. C. 1, 2, 3, 4. G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, I missed a note. Can happen. 1, 2, 3, 4. C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tried it? Yeah, my more advanced students, right? Try to get clear with that 3, 2, 3. That's where I feel like most people skim or don't give it enough time, which means that you wind up kind of speeding up, right? Okay, Jenny, let's go back to the music, please. Exactly where you were. I thought that looked really great. Okay. All right. Perfect. Exactly. Right there. We'll just play through this verse and chorus, and then we'll move to our first breakout room because I want to make sure we have time for that. But this is just an example of how we are going to build up our finger picking skills. If you start with White Sandy Beach, it's one straight flowing pattern, right? Very linear, 1, 2, 3, 4. But then you can start adding some variation in the picking. Yeah, and the song only has 3 chords, so you don't have to think too much about the chords, but you do have to think a little bit about the chords. All right, here we go. We'll just try. Let's play through the pattern once fully before we sing. Okay, starting with the G, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, C. G, C, second line, G, and the C to the D, right? You got to get there because you got to be there for the 1. Let's sing. All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could cry. Chorus, so kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Okay, so we'll pause it there for right now. That's the whole song. That's where it's at, and it's just a way that you can vary it. All right, Jenny, how about we come back to me, and I'll try to take a look at these different questions that folks are sharing in the chat. But for right now, so that's part 1 of the lesson. That's all like, single finger picking and, very few chords. So that's a good place to start. Let's move to our first breakout room. This is going to be a bit of an adventure. So everybody just hang in there. You'll get moved or offered to go to a smaller room. And I'd love for you all to introduce yourselves to each other. Online on YouTube, we can do the introductions on YouTube as well, and I'll hang out with the folks on YouTube. So what you can do in the breakout room, I would say your name, introduce your name, your where you're from, and how you came to ukulele, what brought you to the ukulele, and then finally maybe a song that you want to work on. It could be one that I've already taught, or one that is just a dream song for you. But let's give that a shot. This is going to be very exciting. We have 164 people right now. This is so amazing. Let's see. We're going to move to 30 rooms. Can I do that? Oh, wow. That's kind of crazy. Okay, let's go to 30 rooms. 100. Okay, I think that'll work. Actually, I'll do a couple more so that we can have small groups, and we'll be there for about 8 to 10 minutes. So take some time, introduce yourselves, meet each other. I'm really excited about the prospect of people really getting to know each other this year, using this new technology. So here we go. All right. Go for it. This is so funny. I don't, yeah, and I'm open to all your feedback on how this is working and how to make it work better. Yeah. Okay, so over on YouTube, if you are watching only on YouTube, then please put in the chat, introduce yourself, your name, where you're from. For most of us, we can see your handle, but then I would love to hear, what brought you to the ukulele, and then what songs you want to work on. And so I'll shout you all out and try to have you introduce yourselves to each other too, that we can still interact on the live chat, even if you're not in a small room. Okay. This is so funny. And so, as I wait for YouTube people to introduce themselves, we can practice a little bit. How about that? Yeah.
Hi, this is Dick Green. I picked up.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Hold it.
Oh, so you should be in a room, Dick. Let me see. Let me move
join.
you to a room.
Join. I got to
Or
join.
I guess, or I guess you could stay here. I should have actually had some people stay here. But yeah, why don't you join the? Did you get invited to join the room? Oh yeah. Okay, you're good. That's great. Yes, on the chat, Linda and Renee are talking about how they thought they had the picking pattern down until they tried to sing. Yes, it is a little bit odd to put it together. It definitely does make it a little bit more challenging. All right. Over in the chat, I see Patty from the SF Bay Area. Loves Hawaiian music. Oh, great. Any particular Hawaiian music you like, Patty? That'd be cool to know. What a Wonderful World is a song you want to learn. Okay, yeah, we taught that. It is a hard one, though, and there's a lot going on with it. Okay. Yay! I see Gail, Rainbow Valley, Arizona. Got a grant for ukes, so I needed to learn to play so I could help the special needs kiddos. Oh, to teach them how to play. That is really cool. Where did the grant come from? Was it, I guess, a government grant or a city grant? Pat in Arkansas. Oh, welcome. Pat, this is the first time I'm seeing you. Is this your first live event? Thank you so much. That's really cool. Jim from Oakland. It's a beautiful, warm, sunny afternoon in Oakland. Oh, I definitely miss the Bay Area a lot. Laurel in Brisbane. G'day. Started playing uke in August when I had to be in bed for 6 weeks. Oh, wow. And my guitar felt too big. I have definitely had my guitar in bed with me. It is a pretty big instrument. Joyce says, small world. We met at my home in Chicago. What? Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna have to offline chat about that. That's really cool. Message me on Instagram. Living in SF now, and became a cuke. Our quarantine newbies. Awesome. That is really cool. Yeah. And Barbara in Plymouth. Hi, Barbara. Britta. Yeah, hi, Britta. Britta is from Germany. And it's so nice, yeah, to be able to have our UK and Europe patrons join us. I know it's been tough. Yeah, it's not very fair. I mean, our usual meetings are always late in the night for you all. So we'll try to do more of these. I think weekend is probably the best way to make it more open to more time zones. Yeah. Janice. Hi, Janice. Janice was one of the first patrons I met. Janice is one of my 5-year patrons. So Janice says, saw Paul McCartney in concert playing the ukulele and thought, I could do that. That's pretty bold. Joyce said, Gail said it was a government grant. Oh, very cool. Joyce said, Here Comes the Sun was the first song I worked through and fell in love with. Renee, hi, Renee. Learned uke from my work in a library where you can rock nearly every kid's song in 3 chords. Excellent. Yes, it is very, very kid-friendly and song-friendly. I'm branching out to learn more. You make me feel accomplished after 2 lessons. That's great. That's my goal. You know, like the more we can see, you know, that like the steps of how we learn, the easier it is to learn. And I'm always trying to promote that. Because when people say that they get frustrated or they want to quit, I think it's mostly that they don't understand the pathway, and that it is, that music is a lifelong journey. I 100% believe that. Linda says in Minneapolis, but originally from Nottingham, UK. Oh, how cool. Heard someone playing ukulele on How I Met Your Mother. Oh, man. So many people came to ukulele through that. It was with Christina Milioti singing La Vie en Rose. Yeah. We have Bob, bluegrass fan in Kentucky, is regular on the live streams. Yeah. Bought a uke and when I retired in 2014, started playing in 2017 after my dad passed away. Oh, that's so nice. Does it make you feel connected to your dad? Amanda in Michigan started playing after a trip to Kauai and started in quarantine with Elton John, Your Song. Oh, good. The Zoom worked, but you had toddler issues. That's cute. Faye. Oh, hi, Faye. Is this your first live event? I love this. I love seeing people, you know, joining their first live event. That really makes me happy. I think we'll probably just do like another minute in the breakout rooms, and then we will, we'll continue with the lesson and do more introductions in a second round. Yeah. But I'll read through more. Faye said, learned during quarantine. Excellent. Kayla is on the beach in the Florida Panhandle. Just woke up one morning in December with the urge to play. Teresa learned to play when I retired in 2019. Traveled to Hawaii often. Yes, good for you. Rebecca in North Carolina plays with the Peace and Love Orchestra. And then with the triad ukulele. Oh, great. That's with Terry's group, right? How awesome. And then Sonia in San Francisco picked up ukulele after my grandma died and recovering from an injury. Excellent. Yes, it is a good way to recover. I think a lot of people use it for healing in many ways. And then John in England. Hi, John. John is a regular, even though he's on the other side of that date line. Or of the GMT line. Okay, so I'm going to give everybody 60 seconds in the breakout room to close it up. Yes. And then we will go on with our lessons here. Yes. There's a countdown happening. I don't know if it's scary. Hi, Ken.
Hey, Cynthia. Good to see you.
How was the breakout room?
Good. It was nice. It was a lot of chat, and it was a lot of chat about different the strings you're using and the low G, high G. And I just talked about my guitar, my steel string guitar. I actually have nylon strings on it now and put the capo on the 5th fret so I can play it like an ukulele, but it has that big sound of the guitar, so it's really pleasant. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. What made you decide to do that?
I was just playing around with it because I haven't played guitar in a long time, and my fingers just are not flexible enough to play the guitar like I used to. Mm-hmm. So I checked on it and I asked my instructor, and he says, oh yeah, if you just put it on the capo on the 5th fret, the bottom 4 strings are tuned the same as your ukulele. So right. So I just took the top 2 strings off and played the bottom 4.
Cool. Yeah. How'd everybody like the breakout room? You get to make some new uke friends there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
It was great.
Fun. It was very fun.
Yay!
Very fun.
Good idea, Cynthia. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Great.
It was very nice.
For my breakout group, I'm sorry I hit leave just before I was going to say goodbye. I went, oh no, I didn't want to do that. Bye. You all. Bye.
You had to
You know,
force me out of the room.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
just
it happens.
stoked for everybody to get a chance to meet each other and experiment with this new technology. So thank you all for being patient with that. All right, let's go back to muting everyone. And all right. And let's go to the next song, if that's all right. Jenny, are you okay with that? That's
Cynthia, I think I muted you.
all good.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. Thank you, Sherry, for helping out with the Zoom hosting. Yes, this is definitely a team effort. It takes a lot of hands to make sure that this is running. So, yeah, you're great right there, Jenny. Yeah, it is going to be a little bit hard to run through all of these parts. So if you don't mind doing that scrolling, that'll help a lot. So for Hallelujah, you can take a look here at the finger picking pattern I have at the top, and it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, and I'll show you what that looks like when we move away from the music. But for now, let's do a single strum so that we can reacquaint ourselves with the song. Yep. Okay. So yeah, we'll play through those first two lines, and then Jenny can scroll for us if you don't mind. Somebody's got needs to mute. So if you're not muted right now, I think yeah, Sherry will tackle that, or somebody will tackle that. All right, let's single strum and sing. And oh yeah, for those of you who don't know yet, you can do the pinky trick where you, instead of the switching your G to E minor, you just add your pinky. I'll show you that when we switch out of the music. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Single strumming, and we're going from the G to the E minor. We go to the G, we go to the E minor. All right, now let's sing here. Well, I heard there was a secret chord that David played, and it pleased the Lord. C, but you don't really care for music, do ya? A lot more chords. But this is a very popular song. You can definitely spend time with it if you want to. G, well, it goes like this. C to D is fast. The 4th, the 5th, E minor, the minor fall, and the major lift. D, the baffled king. B, everybody's favorite chord. Composing hallelujah. Okay, to the chorus. Hallelujah, E minor, hallelujah, hallelujah, G, hallelujah, D, pinky E minor, G, E minor. Okay, so if you don't know your chords that well, then you want to download the packet and have them with you, or just focus on the chords that you know how to play. All right, Jenny, if we could go back to me for a sec. Okay, thank you, Jenny. So that G to E minor trick, G, you just add your pinky here for E minor, right? So it's the same shape. Oh, I'm like super close to the mic. It's the same shape. but you don't have to move your hand. You go G, and then you just add the pinky there. Yeah. So give that a try. G to the E minor. Okay, so now we're also doing what I think of as a pretty linear finger picking pattern for this song, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, meaning you're going down the strings and then back up the strings. And this song is in a 6/8 time, so you're counting 6 counts per chord. So that's perfect. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So this song, it makes it so that your fingers are just moving in this flowing pattern the entire time. And then you want to think about the chords in the left hand, right? That becomes more important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, adding the pinky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. Okay? So if you just want to focus on this G to E minor, then you can focus on that. This is a nice picking pattern for any song that is in 6/8 time. I think like Can't Help Falling in Love. Wise men. Yeah, okay, but anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. Let's practice that together, right? G and the E minor, G and E minor and the G and E minor and the G and E minor. And again, the focus is clarity. Yeah, that when it comes to finger picking, right, that you are focused on getting the right amount of tension in the left hand chord so that you can, when you pluck the string, get a good grip on it and create a nice clear sound. Okay. Oh, here is a good comment that people are saying that I have a long pinky and that's why it's working for me. So what I have to say about that is that in most cases, that means that your left arm is probably too far back. That if you were to move your left wrist forward, then you could move your pinky up. Yep. So give that a try. So if your pinky, you feel like you're stretching it, stretch your wrist forward first. Yep. Try that. Right, move the wrist forward and then allow the pinky to come up and curl. Right? It should. If your arm is back here, then your pinky doesn't have room to move. But if you move your wrist up, yep, then you'll be able to do it. Yeah. So I don't accept that as an excuse. Short pinkies are not an excuse, okay? Because it actually isn't specific to the pinky. Your pinky might not be strong enough, but if you move your wrist, you can get the position for it, yeah? Yeah. Renee said, go see Fang. Fang is a young Taiwanese player. And so he shreds with his tiny fingers. That's so true. Okay, so let's go back to Hallelujah, to the music, Jenny, and we will play through this. And again, this is a boot camp. You know, we're not spending tons of time on each song because there are already tutorials for each of these songs, but it's an opportunity to kind of go back to the basics and build up. And this is how I would introduce songs to new folks, that I would start with a very linear pattern for songs that don't have too many chords and then build up from there. If you're if you're a newbie and you're trying to start with, say, Here Comes the Sun or something, then it feels like a very long road, but you can build up to these different songs in a more of an, an order that will pace yourself better. Yeah. How to get your pinky stronger. You could actually just sit with your hand on the fretboard and just push the pinky in. Push the pinky against the fretboard. It's like little push-ups for your little pinky fingertip. You could totally do that. Okay, here we go. We'll just play through one verse, and maybe we'll play the chorus a couple of times, and then we'll move on to the next song. Okay, ready? We'll start with our intro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, and G. E minor. And the G. E minor. And the G. E minor. We'll sing here. Well, I heard there was a secret chord that David played, and it pleased the Lord. C, but you don't D really care for music, do ya? A lot of chords. G, but it goes like this. And then on this split measure, I like to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. On the C, I'll go 4th, the 5th. You can do this however you like. You could even just stop and go 4th, the 5th. But for now, we'll just pick 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Pick any notes you like. Ready? The 4th, the 5th, E minor, the minor fall, and the major lift, D. Oh, sorry. The baffled king, D. B. Composing, E minor. Hallelujah. Chorus. Hallelujah. E minor. Hallelujah. 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 G. Lu, D, U, ya. E minor. And let's end on G. Yeah, we'll just keep moving through because I actually want to have time for a second social breakout. Okay, so let's go to the next song. How about that? The next song is Creep. And one of the reasons why I chose Creep is certainly one of my most popular songs and one of the songs that a lot of people start to finger pick with. And people really liked this arrangement. It is relatively simple, so I think it's just hearing this song in this kind of finger picking arrangement was a really new thing for people. So, yeah. So you can see the finger picking pattern there says 1, 2, 3, and 4. I put the 3 and 4 in brackets together because you're going to play those together. 1, 2, and then 3 and 4 at the same time. And so this is a new skill, being able to play 2 notes clearly together, picking. Right? That you have the same amount of pull on each of those, right? So that takes some time. Okay, but that's something to work on. So first, we're just going to single strum again through the chords so that we can get used to them. When you were here before, we have our G. Now we're going to move to our B. Couldn't look you in the eye. Yeah, and there's a tutorial for this, so don't worry too much about keeping up right now. Just kind of get used to these chords. C, you look like an angel. E minor. Your skin makes me cry. You flow like a feather, be in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. C minor, you're so very special. But I'm a creep. Same chord pattern, you can see it repeats. B, I'm a weirdo. See, what the hell am I doing here? C minor, I don't belong here. Okay, so yeah, Jenny, let's cut back to me, please. Thank you so much. So let's work through our 1, 2, 3, and 4, these two fingers at the same time, and then back to the 2. Okay, so you might feel like the 3 and 4 when you pluck them together, right? You're having a hard time getting them to be clear. You can pick one at a time and then try to find that approach of getting them to sound the same. Regina asked the question, how do you get all of the strings to sound equally loud? And it really is a matter of practice, of having the right touch with your fingers. Right now, your fingers don't have the control, and that's why you might have not have balance of the sound. But it's what we call dynamics, that as you build control, this is with your strum as well as your picking, but with your picking, it's like each individual finger, you can control how loud it is. So maybe you want all of the strings very soft. Yeah. Or maybe you want to emphasize one string or one sound over another. Or so anyway, that is a matter of building up the dexterity. So know that that takes time. Yep. Okay. So let's work through the chord progression with this 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right. So this pattern is not very linear, but it is just mostly that challenge of working on picking 2 strings at once. All right. So we'll play on the G. 2, 3. We go. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4, 2. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 2. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 2. Try to get each string to have an even sound. Okay, now let's go to our B chord. And this, you might have some dead notes in this. That means your left hand has to push a lot harder. Okay, let's go to our C. And then let's go to our C minor. Okay. All right. Jenny, let's go back to the song and we'll just play through that first verse and chorus again. You know, this is more like the best of. You know, we're just punching through the highlights of these songs. Getting comfortable with these different chord patterns, right? Okay, here we go. And we'll bring up the speed a little bit. I'll start by singing 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Couldn't look you in the eye, be too like a feather. You flow like a feather in a beautiful bee world. I wish I was special. You're so very special. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. I don't belong here. And we hold free. Okay. Oh, it sounds like there's a little bit of bandwidth problem. Okay. That's okay. Well, not too much about your video right now. We'll there for this song. You know, you can watch the tutorial, but it's more about getting used to that pattern of playing the 3 and 4s together. Yeah. Okay. Jenny.
Did we lose her? I think we may have
Looks
lost.
like we lost her, Jenny.
Yep.
I'm sure
Yeah,
she'll.
we lost.
Is she back? I think she's back.
We'll get her right
We
back.
lost Cynthia.
I think she's back.
The internet swallowed her.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, while we're waiting for her,
Back.
are you back?
I'm back.
Yay!
Okay, we just have to get your
Is everyone
spotlight
waiting
back
for
on.
me?
We thought you were gone forever.
How do we stop sharing for a second so we can be back
Oh
in spotlight?
no, what happened?
If everybody stopped their video, then
Mine says Jenny's still screen sharing.
I just stopped.
What happened here? Well, at least I could see.
I can spotlight your video again.
If other people shut off their video, does that make a difference or just the speaker for bandwidth?
it does make a difference if people can shut off their videos.
Oh.
It makes a difference because all of our video is going back through hers to portray the session. And that's why shutting off our video changes.
Oh, I think I'm back.
You're back.
Yay. Yeah, I don't know.
We
Something
saved her.
something got overloaded. Oh, thanks for hanging in there, everybody. Where did we get to? Where did we get to? Okay, well, anyway, in terms of playing Creep, I think all of us can manage playing Creep and go visiting the tutorial and revisiting that. I would love to do another social breakout before we wrap up. We'll do a quick one, if that's all right. Do we still have everybody on the meeting? That's great. I could leave the meeting and come back and it's still okay. Or somewhat okay.
As long as you have a co-host, at least one, yeah.
Oh,
or,
perfect.
You know what? Even if you don't, I think it will assign somebody, maybe, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Don't feel badly.
Happened.
Don't feel badly. As a teacher that's been doing this with grade 1s, 2s, and 5s, this happens on a daily basis.
Oh man. Okay, so let's move into oh, how do I, yeah, I'm gonna recreate these breakout rooms because.
Or do you want us in different rooms this time?
Yeah, I want different rooms because I love the idea of being able to meet some more people. Yeah. Okay. Recreate rooms.
There's a lot less people here now too.
Yes. Okay, great. So I'm going to recreate, actually, I'll make the rooms a little bit smaller. And so, I don't know, maybe this time when we go around, like maybe share your favorite ukulele trick or song or ukulele. How about that? Or show everyone your ukulele. How about that? People love that. Show, tell us about your ukulele. Okay, here we go. I'm making the new rooms. Yeah. Is it gonna just go? Did it happen? Or did it not happen? Okay.
Not yet.
Recreate.
I think you have to invite them or something like that.
Let's see. Did this
Here we go.
Got it. Got my invite.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, meet some new friends.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. And and let me shout out the folks online who I didn't get to shout out last time. I saw some more people wrote in. Diana from Central California, played guitar as a young girl. Love at first sight with ukulele. Love Hawaiian music. Wahine Ilikea. It is one of my favorites. Judy says, I'm part of the Cynthia Lynn NYC squad. Yes, Judith is a big part of the Cynthia Lynn NYC squad. They've been going strong for a while now. And then, led by Jenny, and they're about to celebrate their 100th jam. Oh, congratulations. How exciting. Okay. And if YouTube folks want to tell us about your uke, I'd be excited to find out as well. So we have, let's see, Leslie from Aotearoa. I love that you share that. Kia ora. You were a flute teacher, but a neck issue meant that I couldn't play as much. So I've taught myself ukulele so I could keep teaching music in some form. That is amazing. It's musical fun. Yes, the most musical fun ever. And that's a big part of why I moved to ukulele. There's something that is very uplifting about ukulele. I played guitar for a long time. I played piano. I played some violin. There's something about the ukulele is just really, there's a spirit to it, a different kind of spirit to it. So, okay, we have, Don wants to learn Here Comes the Sun as well. Yes, YouTube friends, thanks for hanging in there. And maybe many of you have escaped already or you haven't caught up yet, but I don't see any comments yet about your ukes. So let me know if you have any just questions about playing as well, about our finger picking lesson. And I might also see what happens if I visit a room. Okay, I'm just gonna see what happens if I visit a room. I guess I got auto muted. I've been talking this whole time. Oh my goodness. Sorry. That's so funny. I was just reading off all the ukuleles that you were posting in the chat. But oh well, sorry about that. That's very strange. Let me close these breakout rooms. We'll come back for one more song. I know it's pretty crazy. Oh, Corey, I will let you in. Let me see. Where are you? Admit all. Okay. Yeah, that's my bad. When I was trying to switch out of the rooms, I wound up muting myself. Yay, it's so fun to see everyone coming back to the room. How cute. Yeah. Welcome back, friends. How cool. I'm just looking at all your little pictures on the screen right now. This is so fun. Yes, feel free to give a wave. Awesome. Yay. I'll switch to page 2. Yes, how fun. Oh my goodness. This is so cool. I'm just, I keep I'm always amazed at just how this community grows and I thank you all for your patience and your willingness to try and make this new and different and fun. And for myself as an artist, if I don't try new things, I get bored. And we could always do the same old, but we might as well try something. I see Carol. I haven't seen you in a long time. Hi, Carol. Okay. So I had just one more song on in my packet. And so let's just do a playthrough of the song. We won't teach it very much, but I know I've kept you all a long time and I need to wrap up myself anyway. So yeah, if you could mute yourself, if we can mute everyone. And yeah, feel free to, some people are sharing comments about how great the breakout rooms were. And if you have any specific feedback, I'd love to hear it. You can post it on the YouTube, you could post it on the Patreon post or in the Facebook group, but on the Patreon post would be great as well. Okay, so sorry, I'm trying to look at the chat and see this. Pam says, will you say something about the 100 days? Oh yeah, 100 days is starting up. The 100 Days of Ukulele Project is starting up on January 31st. And I'm encouraging everyone to practice for 5 minutes a day, record yourself, and then share like the best 15 seconds, And if fingerpicking is something that you want to get better at, then that is maybe something that you can make a focus of your 100-day project. That every day you're going to practice fingerpicking for 5 minutes, and you could start with this packet of 5 songs. And I have lots of fingerpicking songs on my YouTube. That it's a good way to start and practice is just to play 5 minutes a day, because what I say, 5 minutes a day, it's good for your brain, it's good for your soul. But by recording and sharing it, then you might kind of build up the confidence to play a little bit more, share a little bit more, and spread the joy of music. Yeah. All right. Where do you share? You can share on any platform you like. We have a Facebook group for it specifically. Look for the 100 Days of Ukulele 2021 Squad, and also on Instagram or YouTube if you like. Okay, so our final song is Landslide, and I included this because people love Landslide, and this forces us to learn a finger-picking pattern that can be very challenging for everyone. This finger-picking pattern is 1, 3, 2, 4. Yeah, 1, 3, 2, 4. 1, 3, 2, 4. we're just going to play through this first short verse, because to keep things short. Okay. Jenny, you could scroll up. It's okay, since we're going to keep it pretty short. So let's just single strum through on the verse. F, took my love and I took it down. D minor, C, yeah, same pattern. Climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills, and the landslide brought me down. Jenny, if you could go to me now, I'll just show you this, the 1, 3, 2, 4. So I find that because this pattern is not linear, people's brains get more confused, right? 1, 3, 2, 4. And so it's a little bit harder to coordinate and also get that good tension on your finger picking pattern. So 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4. We're just trying it on the F chord here. 1, 3, 2, 4. 1, 3, 2, 4. Okay. Okay. Jenny, can we go back to the music now, if you don't mind? Yeah, we're just going to play through this short section here. Okay, so in the play along in my tutorial, I teach playing it twice. I play, took my love and I took it down. That could be a little bit overwhelming. So right now, right, we'll just do one pattern. 1, 3, 2. Actually, we'll do it slow. We'll just do the whole thing really slow and sing really slow. Okay, ready? So let's just play the pattern through once to get used to it. F, 2, 3, 4. We go 1, 3, 2, 4. Play it twice. C, 1, 3, 2, 4. D minor, 1, 3, 2, 4. And just play it once if it's too much to play it twice. Okay, I'll sing here. Took my love, and I took it down. D minor, C, F, climbed a mountain and I turned around. 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills, and the landslide brought me down. Okay. All right. So you can come back to me, Jenny. We'll just wrap up the song right there. That's just an example of a finger picking pattern that is non-linear. So that is kind of a next level, teaching your brain to do a new thing. So yeah, so you can see how the boot camp kind of takes us through these different patterns that are going to challenge us in different ways. And so you can come back to this, and of course, you can watch the recording on YouTube, but you can always just go to YouTube and visit my tutorials and spend a lot more time with each of these individual songs. Okay, so we're going to wrap up here. Thank you so much, everyone, for again your patience with everything. Yeah, I think my internet fell out, and that's why I kicked myself out of the room. But I'm glad that everybody stayed. I think this is very exciting. I'm glad that people got to meet each other, and I hope that, like, these connections are make a difference. When I started touring with my music, with my ukulele music, I found that when I was at a live event and my patrons and fans got to meet each other, that it just made the squad's bonds that much stronger. So this is our virtual way of doing it. Yeah, lots of you saying in the chat how much fun it was to meet other people. Yeah, let me know if you have any last questions. And folks, feel free to, on the Zoom, feel free to unmute so that we could say like a final aloha to our live friends. And then everybody can.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Mahalo. Aloha.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Keep playing.
The globe, across the globe.
Every day.
Minutes.
Everyone take care. Yes.
You.
Oh yeah, someone's jamming us out. Yeah, that's awesome.
Take care, everybody.
Yes.
Take care.
Thank you. Yeah, feel free to yeah. Oh, was that a kazoo I heard?
Love your new song, White Sandy Beach. That's so beautiful.
That's so funny. It sounds like a real phone. I don't know what
No, it is a real phone. Waiting for the machine to pick up.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Feel free to leave the meeting. I'm going to keep the meeting going just for a little bit so I can make sure I can read all of the chat comments. Awesome.
Have a good day, y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Wonderful.
All right. Bye.
Enjoyed my first live. Thank you.
This time of